Come on, Brandon.
Chickens. I got them. I hate them. They hate me. They're always staring at me. 24 hours a day I look out my window, they're looking at me, walking around. And you wonder how I know if they hate me. I know, it's a fact. They've actually became the only animals to master a couple of human words. And it's kind of like any person that masters a new language. Typically you just learn profanities first, and you use them and you don't know why, but that's how it goes. So I look outside and all I see is my chickens, and all they're doing is belittling me all day. And this is what I hear. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck off! And it pisses me off. And it's no surprise that they're the #1 animal that we eat. And deservingly so. But I watch them, and I hate them. And I look at their mannerisms, and I hate them. Dumb birds. I tried to take a nap today. Damn rooster woke me up. And I have a rooster, and he's got his hens, and they know each other. They're all cool. And, you know, you would think everything's good. You know, they're all friends. But chickens are the rapiest animal ever to exist on Earth. I don't think ever, not even once, has there been consensual chicken sex since chickens were invented. My rooster, he'll eye out one of them, and he'll get close. And just out of nowhere, he'll chase her. And he'll chase her and chase her and chase her until he jumps on her, pins her down, pecks the back of her head, and has start to finish intercourse in 5 seconds, which is impressive. But it's just, it's horrible. The bonus is animals have a natural system. They have seasons, so they procreate when it's appropriate. You know, certain animals go into heat, certain animals release pheromones, so everyone's on the same page. The male animals can go and do guy stuff, be productive, like 9-10 months a year, and then he knows when it's time, he can go and do that. And it's great, it's very efficient. Humans, we don't have this. And that's a big problem. That's why everything's dysfunctional. That's why guys, this is what goes on in guys' heads every minute of every day. Now, 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 when, now, ready, now, when. And if you have a woman, you're like, I know I did, but again, when, why, hurry, now, and it sucks. And then women get all like, all you guys want to do is hump our leg, and it's like, well, we need a sign, we need a symbol, we need something, and it's horrible. It's horrible for everyone. I can't even have a conversation, a casual conversation about a woman without her like, hey, I don't want any. And it sucks. So, you know, I really wish one day I was walking down the street and somewhere nearby a woman was in heat. And I'm just casually going through my day, and I've had 10 months of productivity. I've got some stuff done. Not like now. And I'm walking down, and I'm like, and then I run off in the direction, and of course I'm going to find 5 other guys there who got there before me. We're going to have to beat the hell out of each other. A couple guys are going to go down, but someone's getting laid, and none of us wasted time, most importantly. And truth be told, the animal kingdom is pretty harsh. You know, if humans did everything that animals do, we'd all be in prison by now. Well, I kind of take that back. All the guys in here would be in prison. And people have a lot of dysfunction. You know, we have all these crimes, and our justice systems around the world are trying to deal with these issues, and a lot of it's, you know, kind of an eye for an eye thing. Like we have the death penalty. If someone kills someone, we kill them. You know, in some places, if you steal, you lose a hand. And I heard a politician in America recently. He wanted to introduce legislation for castrating convicted rapists. And I'm not a scientist, and I'm not a medical professional, but I see a flaw in this system. Because never once, ever, have I tried to have sex with a woman with my balls. So, you know, I think they got to work out the kinks in this. You know, maybe less stick, more balls. And you know, we do have a lot of dysfunction, and some of it's just horrible, and others of it just really amuses me. One thing that does amuse me is homophobia, and not the bad homophobia against gay people, but more like when you're hanging out with your straight friends and all of a sudden you cross an invisible line and you see them get really awkward because you said something that somehow affects them in a way they're uncomfortable with. And I got a couple of examples. Actually, I got a lot of examples, but because sometimes I toy with this intentionally, and other times, usually I just stumble into it, and I'm like, oh, here we are. So a few years ago, for the first time in a long time, I dressed up for Halloween, and I just had this idea randomly, Halloween day, and I was going out with some friends, and so my costume was basically this, and I'm holding a little brown box. And if any of you are wondering what my costume was, I was the guy with the little package. And I go to this party and everything's going well, and I had no idea this costume was so gender specifically popular. So I'm there and women come up to me and they they ask me, what are you? And I'm like, I'll give you a hint, I'm the guy who always apologizes. I'm the one you talk with your friends about, and eventually, they never got it.